You said that 30% of the readers that you have for Country Life are in London. How do you balance the tradition, the heritage, the frontispiece girl with often a double-barreled name, then with the readers who have bought a few acres in the home counties and the Lishimos are a bit too clean? How do you maintain your heritage, draw in a new audience, but not dilute what you're offering?
Well, again, that's the magic, isn't it? And that's something that our editor in chief has been trying to do for the past 19 years. In fact, he this week with the Sir David Beckham guest edit, Mark celebrated his 1,000th issue that he's edited. So the answer to that is that nothing gets in the magazine without going past Mark first. So it is his sense of what he feels is right. And he always says to us that it is not a parish magazine of his own interests. He is making decisions based on what he thinks is right for the readers. So it has to be a really clever mix of sort of old-fashioned, if you like, or traditional coverage that you might expect from the magazine, coupled with features that you might not, that are a real mix of sort of town and country, because although it is really about nature and wildlife, and that is its massive strength, and obviously the best photography, and often originally commissioned photography as well. Again, we're unusual in that we still do that. um but it's a combination of all those things, and Mark likes to, I mean, this is why we there's quite a lot of pressure on the features team, because he will look at the whole issue, which used to be, in the old days, it would all be like printed out on the wall, and he would literally come in and say, right, Paula, there's not enough nature, or I need an article on a dog breed, what have you got? And I'd be like, oh gosh. So even though we're a weekly, we carry a huge stock of articles, because we need to be able to parachute something in. I need to have a piece on golden retrievers up my sleeve, or or butterflies, or we once did something on the day in the life of a cow pat. I mean, it's very weird and wonderful sometimes, but then the countryside isn't there? And there is also a huge background in country life of arts and antiques coverage, and interiors, and fashion. And so I guarantee that if you pick it up, you will find something in there for you. And there's also a perception, I think, that it's a magazine for posh people. And I mean, I think that stems from, obviously, its great reputation for property. It tends to sit around in doctors and dentists surgeries, because people like to flick through all the property advertising at the front, and you have a bit of a game like, well, if I had 4 million, which one would I buy, this one in Scotland, or this one in Devon? But yeah, it is just the most incredible mix of stuff. And Mark also likes to make sure that we have a good stock of one page articles as well, so that you've got this rhythm. So that if you go from a big sort of 6 or 8 page feature, like we've got a big architectural piece coming up on the House of Commons, and we will soon have a piece on Buckingham Palace, and the King has asked us to do an article on how he has revamped the garden at Sandringham. So yeah, there's all sorts, and we're so well respected that, yeah, we can. I guess people want to be in the magazine because they trust us, and so that's a really, really sort of special place to be in.